Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Manufactured Home Show. My name is Mike. ManufacturedHomeMart.com is our proud sponsor, and we're webcasting live just like we do every day. Wow, I timed that music perfectly. I hope it just ends and doesn't go into some kind of commercial. Perhaps I should prevent that from happening by closing the window. There you go. Hey, we got a big show again, everybody, today. I am not feeling well still. I'm in day 6, so if I sound bad and look, well, there's no excuse for my looks. I think I pretty much always look in the, well, you know what I'm saying. I always look like this. But excuse my voice, my congestion, my coughing. It will be annoying during the webcast, I promise you that. So anyway, before we get started, once again, let me plug the website one more time. After all, that's why I started this webcast, but we may be progressing now. It's time to move past the Manufactured Home Show. Although I don't think it's going to completely disappear, we're morphing. So more on that later. First, let's plug ManufacturedHomeMart.com, the premier online store for manufactured housing. There you go. Enough said. To the headlines. Obviously, before I do that, I got so wrapped up in the headlines yesterday, which was obviously the death of Osama bin Laden. I was so wrapped up in that whole thing that I failed to mention our anniversary. It was actually Sunday, but I don't webcast on Sunday. So May 1st, 2011 marks the 1-year anniversary of what started as iMobileHome.net, but now, as you all know, has become ManufacturedHomeMart.com. So I will give myself the golf clap of the day for making it 1 year with this website. Now, like I said, things are changing. I would say that, we're evolving. Let's just put it that way. Okay, now we'll go to the headlines. It's more of the same, a lot of speculation, a lot of things coming out. Everybody can read into this whole situation, but man, oh man, obviously the big news is bin Laden, and it dominates the news right now. And what I'm looking at is the front page of USA Today, which I like to go to these. So they're considering, Obama, I should say, is considering releasing the bin Laden death photo, and I say, of course, yes, absolutely yes. I want to see that. I do. Show me the photo. Show it to me. And I would bet that most Americans feel the same way. So that's weighing on the president's mind. And now, I want to go to CNN or MSNBC. Well, there are the Navy SEALs, and then there's the Team 6 they're talking about. The raid that killed Osama bin Laden was carried out by the elite of the elite. I think we all knew that. And once again, I want to give the salute and mega props to our United States military. The planners, definitely they get lots of credit. All the intelligence people, the whole team. But those brave, brave men who go in there with real bullets flying around and get it done, unbelievable. I also understand that President Obama, and I'm sure like a whole group of other people, basically were able to sit in a room and watch live that raid unfold. Can you imagine? I was trying to get my mind around that because, I mean, imagine you are the president of the United States, or imagine you're any human being and you watch that getting carried out live. I mean, it must have been heart-stopping. But again, kudos to President Obama. No matter what you think of him, he is the president, and he's not directly responsible, but he sure is responsible in some way, and he does deserve props. Many people already coming and saying lots of stuff. But hey, listen, we all know it wasn't just him. It took a huge team of intelligent people and brave people. And I'm thrilled to death. So anyway, let's quickly keep moving because I want to get to this CNN article. Fareed Zakira. I hope I got this guy's name right. This guy is a sharp guy. Okay, he's a CNN reporter, okay? Now, this immediately sprang to my mind, and I'm sure tons and tons of people. Basically, how could Pakistan not know that Osama bin Laden is right there? Read on CNN, Fareed Zakir. I'm not going to go through it because, it's too much. But basically, all of you who sat there and questioned, didn't Pakistan know? Read that article. It says, what did Pakistan know? And believe me, they knew. Of course they knew. Of course they did. It may not have been the president. Who knows how high up the command? But no doubt about it. You can't have a place like that in a city like that and no official, nobody questions, nobody knows something. Guaranteed, lots of people knew things. Now, also, Fareed goes into, okay, so what does this mean about Pakistan? Well, unless you're deluding yourself, Pakistan, just like Fareed says in the article, is sort of a, I don't know if you call it a fair weather friend. I think you'd call it more like they'll just do whatever they want, but sort of try to appease the United States too. So my opinion is that Pakistan is not to be trusted. Everybody can draw their own conclusions. I think a lot of Americans would agree with me, and Obama should not trust the Pakistanis as far as he could throw them, which he's a strong guy, but probably couldn't toss one of those guys, but a couple feet. I thought it was kind of funny. Okay, moving on. USA Today, the CNN stuff is good. Osama bin Laden is everywhere. Even on the front page of AZ Central, as I go towards my local news, the top of it is Pakistan president denies harboring bin Laden. Well, like I say, that might be true, that maybe the president didn't know, but there's no doubt about it. People knew in the Pakistani government. Let's see. I was going to mention another commentary about, they had a guy, and he was on CNN last night, and I'm sorry that I can't remember who he is because I would like to say his name. But one of the points that he was making that needs to sort of happen in a lot of these Middle Eastern places, he made such a great point, such a simple point, but probably very difficult to carry through. And that is that the advancement of women's rights, the advancement and equality of women in a culture. And as he said that, I thought, you know what? He is so right. He is so, so right. When women are treated fairly, equally, so on and so forth, sort of like it is here now, which we know in the past, it was not always like that. But our culture, although it's not perfect, we know that this is good. Now, is it going to be easy for this to occur in the Middle East? No. We know that there are a bunch of ruffians over there, and for whatever reason, it's like an insane male-dominated thing. And by the way, while I'm on the topic of that, they had a picture. I couldn't bring it up, or I X'd it off of my computer, but they had the pro Bin Laden rally going, and the guy's holding up the picture of Osama, and he's just a crazy looking guy. And then I looked at the crowd, which you can't really tell how many. I mean, in the picture it looked like a lot, but it was sort of a close picture, so it could have been no more than 50 people. We don't know. But they're all guys. Every single one of them is a bunch of guys, most of them younger guys, and maybe middle-aged guys like me. But hey, look, this is the insane majority that goes on in the Middle East. And if we want to do something, I agree with that, dude. I mean, I'm not sure how you make that happen. I'm not smart enough to have a plan for that, but it's a damn good idea. And women deserve the right. I mean, they're human beings. Women deserve the right for equality and the pursuit of happiness and the whole bit that we have here. Absolutely. And we should be fighting for that. The other thing that we know that we fight for is oil. So let's get down to it. Let me quickly say, I think it was Donald Trump, or it could have been somebody else, but was talking about how basically we went in there and we destroyed Iraq. And now Iraq is vulnerable to Iran, who definitely loves to take over everybody in the whole region if they had their druthers. Well, the United States sort of has to put up or shut up here in the Middle East, and I think that if we're going to involve ourselves militarily, like some people have pointed out, we might as well have the oil. Right now, we've got this crisis, and Americans are suffering, myself included. I don't appreciate paying damn near $4 a gallon for gas. It's the taxpayers' money that pays for our military. It's all the activities that we do over there, and building and rebuilding and so on and so forth, and this and that, and protecting. Don't you think we deserve a little oil? Especially while this is going on. So, if we're going to fight with people, there needs to be some kind of end result that is positive for the United States. I was thinking about it. And I think it had to have been Trump. But I'm like, we need to lay claim to some oil. Okay? This is ridiculous already. There, enough said. I hate all of that, by the way. I'd much rather we went to something else for our cars, which would solve a huge part of the oil crisis. If we went to electric or hydrogen vehicles, I support that. Oh, all right. Switching gears to the local stuff again. My buddy Dave Pratt, I sent him an email, so hey Dave, if you happen to catch this webcast, big fan. His show is now live, so it's daveprattlive.com. This guy is a great broadcaster. If you get a chance, I'm sure his shows are going to be great. This is the first time I laid eyes on his website this morning. Again, Dave Pratt Live. I noticed some of the people. I taken note of his crew. Cassie Jade, which, hold on a minute. Let me click on this. Boom. Marron. Case. Oh, god dang it. Anyway, I just X'd it off. Let me put it back on here. Okay. So I don't really know a lot about her, but I guess she's good because she's Dave's partner, like main partner. Mark Curtis of Channel News fame, probably doing sports and stuff. And Rob Trigg, I remember him from KPD days. And Alexis Rodriguez, I know she was, pretty sure she was his partner too, Dave Pratt. But anyway, hey, listen, Dave Pratt's show, I think, or his website had just launched. I know it had to have been like yesterday. So anyway, this guy's a good broadcaster, and I'm going to go listen to this after I wrap up here. Now, way to go, Dave. Anyway, I got nothing manufactured home related to talk about today, other than the fact that I want to talk about manufacturedhomemart.com, and sort of things are going to be evolving. There's going to be some changes to the format, and I encourage everybody, obviously, to go on there. I mean, the primary motive of the thing is, buying and selling manufactured homes and advertising businesses. The manufactured home show is sort of an aside, but I digress once again. But we'll be moving in some new directions and hopefully some exciting ones. I'll continue to give you updates as I sort of think things through, but I'll pat myself on the back for my 1-year anniversary. Thanks to the supporters of manufacturedhomemart.com. Appreciate you very, very, very much. And we'll come back tomorrow with another webcast with more fun and excitement. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, if I can start to feel better. I'm still struggling. That's it. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you mañana.